Welcome. We're at day number 5 of the 10-day, 10-minute yoga challenge, and I'm Tovah. Today's practice is a bit of a mix, flow and vinyasa, and truly this is one of my personal favorite go-to at-home yoga practices, and I can make it shorter or longer, just depending on how much time I have. I do the same series a little bit extended, or I shorten it down if I'm really pressed for time. So we've got 10 minutes, so let's get on the go. Starting at the top of your mat, relaxing your arms, release the tension through your shoulders. Maybe turning your palms towards the front if that feels a little too intense for your body, just fingers running down alongside your thighs. I'm just starting with a few centering breaths. This is the time that you want to aim to tune out everything that is happening in your day, anything that's already happened, whatever is about to happen after you finish the practice. Just really be present right here, right now. As we bring our hands to our heart, starting with some nice, easy, slow sun salutations. Release the palms, inhale, lift arms up overhead, and exhale as you swan dive forward, soften the knees, bow the head. Inhale, lifting part way, look forward, and exhale as you reach for the floor, hopping or stepping back as you lower from knees or toes. Turn the toes in, inhale, nice, easy cobra, shine your heart ahead here. And this could be upward dog if you prefer it. Release and press up and back to downward facing dog. Softening the knees, shifting the hips back, turning them up towards the roof. Press into your knuckles, flatten your palms, relax your neck, and feel free to pedal a couple of times. This is our first salutation of the day. Looking back to your hands, stepping or hopping there. Exhale, relax your back, lower your head. Inhale, big breath, come all the way high. And exhale, swan diving down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale as you release, and keep exhaling as you lower. Inhale, back bend. Press your toes down, be long through your spine. Relax. Press up and back to down facing dog. Breathe deep. Eyes look to hands. Inhale, hop or step forward. Exhale, melt a little more. Soften your knees, bow your head. Inhale, big breath, come all the way high. And exhale as we take our last salutation. Inhale, lengthen your back and lift. And exhale as we move towards the floor. Taking cobra or taking upward facing dog here. And remember, if you're an upward dog, it's only hands and toes that are on the floor. Move to downward facing dog. Breathing here, staying here. As we prepare to move into pigeon stretch, lift your right leg and bring your right knee near your right wrist. And the foot should slant in towards your groin for most people. As you walk the back toes back, you're aiming to bring your right bum cheek as close to the mat as you can get it, but try to avoid tipping sideways if you can, that we keep our hips nice and straight on and open here. You could take a yoga prop or cushion and tuck it underneath your bum for a little bit of support if this is a really strong stretch for you. And if it's just too strong in general, then tip to the side, bring your bum cheek down, and then pull up the back leg a little bit and come into 90-90 hip stretch instead. So this is a great alternative if you need something that's a little bit easier. And pigeon stretch really is one of the king of stretches, in my opinion. It does so many great things for our body, releasing tension through the glutes on one side, through the front of the hip on the opposite side, which really helps tackle a lot of that tightness from too much sitting. from too much fitness activity. And that tightness can cause tightness that you might feel in your lower back, in your knees, in your shoulders. So if you're taking anything away from the 10-day practice, take the pigeon stretch. Try to do it every single day or most days if you can, especially if it's a stretch that's difficult for you. If you feel that this is challenging, it's your body letting you know that you should do it a little bit more often. We can stay more upright here. We can rest on our elbows. You can use props under your head. You can double stack your fists. You can even add a nice arm reach forward by bringing your left hand towards the top right corner of your mat, lengthening out through the side and along the lats and into the back muscles, should you wish. So lots of options here. Settling in for just another couple of breaths. And as we stay a little bit longer, things start to release just a little bit more. Good, and we're slowly gonna make our way out of pigeon. Just bring your hands back by your sides. If you were in 90-90 stretch, come on back over. Press into the back toe as you lift and step back to downward dog. Taking a couple easy breaths here. And now moving in any way that feels good or right for you before we carry on to the opposite side. When you're ready, lifting your left leg and bringing left knee near left wrist. Or of course, head on over to 90-90 hip stretch by dropping the seat and then just kind of relaxing the legs, either spreading them out a little bit or tucking them down, depending on your preference. And we only want to feel a mild stretch here. If it's really excruciating, that means that you're in way too deep for your body. So back off some, make it a little bit gentler, because we don't want our muscles to tighten up while we're trying to get them to relax. And if it's not gentle, that's what will happen. Our body will go into a protective mechanism. As we aim to quiet our mind here, as we settle into the stretch. And you can always start a little bit easier and begin to go a little bit deeper into the posture as time moves forward. And slowly coming out of pigeon stretch here. Take your time as you lift and step back. Just giving your body a breath or two here to just kind of release and relax before we start shaking and moving around too much. And then gently moving in any way that you need. And then as we come into our last posture of the day, coming down onto your mat. And if you do have a yoga block, a bolster, or cushion, you may want to use it here, but you absolutely can do it with no cushion at all. As we're coming into legs up the wall stretch, and if you have a wall handy, you can definitely move to a wall and put your legs up the wall. Otherwise, we call it waterfall pose. And if we're using a cushion, we slide it underneath. Just that helps lift the hips a little bit more, giving you a little bit more inversion, and it makes it a little bit easier for your legs to stay up without you fighting with them. Soften your knees a little bit, and just let yourself completely relax here. And this is a wonderful posture. It's amazing for immune boosting. This is one of those postures I do try to do every day, whether it's during yoga practice or just before bed, first thing in the morning, anytime really works. It's wonderful if you're on your feet a lot, if you get any swelling in your feet, your knees, your ankles. If you do a lot of fitness activity, this is a wonderful recovery posture so that your body can feel better and be ready to tackle fitness the next day. And it is nicknamed the Fountain of Youth pose, just because it has so many wonderful benefits. You can stay here for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, really as long as you like, stopping if you notice that your feet start to fall asleep. And this does make a great position that you could get into for Savasana or final relaxation posture in a longer class. So we are coming to the end of our 10 minutes today. Please feel free to stay with your legs up longer if you have the time. If you do need to move on to other things, just slowly come down, gently coming out of the posture. Thank you so much for joining me again for day number 5 of the 10-day challenge. I hope you're doing well. Drop me a comment. Let me know how things are going. Let me know which classes are your favorite or if you have any questions. And definitely you can stack several classes together to make a longer workout if you're feeling like you're craving or wanting or have time for more than 10 minutes some of the days, or check out some of the other videos on my channel. Don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and if you click the bell, that notifies you every time that there's a new video. We'll finish the practice with our hands at our heart. The light within me honors the light within you. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.